Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Last time I left off, things were getting really tense between everybody in this courtroom. It seems like brothers are going at it now, and like Clavier, he just wants the truth to come out. I mean, yes, it's his brother, but if Kristoph really did it, then he just really wants to know. So now this is like the last major thing that we're gonna have to do here. We have to provide the link between Kristoph and Drew Mission. Any link whatsoever, and I think we got this case in the bag. So if you guys actually remember our very last piece of investigation, where what Phoenix did, he went to Kristoph's his cell, and when he wasn't there, he found this letter. This right here. It was retrieved from the cell, and it was posted by Drew just before dying. So, and there were traces of poison on the stamp, like we figured out. So, if this doesn't link them together, then I don't know what the hell does. This evidence proves there's a link. That scrap of paper. I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting. What? Uh-oh, wait a minute. I know, I thought it's Drew's handwriting, isn't it? Mr. Wright's handwriting? What is the meaning of this? I see now. Yes, of course. What do you mean, of course? I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail. Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell? No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit. No, jackass, I found that thing right by that table. Well, if it's a forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting's terrible. This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter. Reproduction? When Mr. Wright visited Kristoph Gaven's cell, he brought with him a small video camera. Oh my god, is that what was coming out of the... Oh! Okay, this is making a little bit of sense now. What? Oh, that's a new face of Kristoph there. He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin. And the contents of your personal mail. Oh, regardless. This mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Evidence based on a video a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery. Prosecutor Gavin. Prosecutor Gavin? As embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Your Honor, your decision, please. The defense's claim is denied. No! Come on! What? Only actual evidence was pertinent in the court of law. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record. Better luck next time, Justice. Oh no. No. That was our link. No. Oh, shoot. Well, we certainly did taking a detour from our cross-examination, but the defense appears to be lacking proof. We're forced to end the cross-examination of Kristoph Gavin at this point. Apollo, do something! I'm thinking, but without evidence, I don't have anything I can use on him. Very well. This ends the special witness's cross-examination. Wait, Gavin? The show's over, yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why. Prosecutor Gavin? Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years. I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now is our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Kristoph? Clavier, You're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret. Spinning out of whose control? Mine? Or yours? Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor. Your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier. Apollo, did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin. Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember what's really important to you. You amuse me there, Forehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Oh yeah, it was just a moment when we found out that Phoenix presented the forged evidence. Oh, I hate this scene so much. It's so sad. And do we really need to know all this? We've seen it already. There we go. I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times. Didn't you find anything unnatural about it? Unnatural? Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. The next moment, you call in Drew Misham. It was almost as if... Wait a minute. Almost as if... What? Wait... No! Funny. It didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if, from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. Yeah, especially when he said, finally. So it's like he was waiting for him to do that. Ah! Correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with his forged diary page. Don't do this, Clavier! I knew because you told me, Kristoph! What? What? Oh boy! It was the night before the trial. Clavier. Kristoph? Not seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial. I wouldn't be preparing in a trial. I won't be appearing in a trial, actually. Huh? Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I bought information. Information? The attorney who'll be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen, I want you to call in a special witness. Then, I wondered about it at the time. How did Kristoph know so much? Prosecutor Gavin. Kristoph! We were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserve that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case. The victim's belongings? Which would have been included by Niffy's diary, wouldn't it? Mr. Gavin? My, Clavier. You disappoint me. You find trees yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Why not? I've achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing. Apollo. I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Ramarai. So, yeah, he really was the defense attorney back then. 2 cards. 1 card. Showdown time. Enough. You lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I came to no other conclusion. Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete. Zack wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards. Kristoph gave it. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright? A second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs? He dismissed me and went with a pitiful excuse for a man? He deserved to die for that error alone. Hold it! So the one who requested that forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these two men shamed me, and I could not forgive that. Phoenix Wright and Zack Armorai both deserved what they got. So you asked Mr. Misham to forge that evidence, so you could win. But then why? Then when you were dismissed as Zack Armorai's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap. You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave me your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. You jackass! Oh, incredible! If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. Prosecutor Gavin? Perfectly? You're mad, Kristoph. Stop fooling yourself. What are you talking about, Clavier? Tell me, how did that trial end? Cancelled when the defendant vanished. I get it. So, Kristoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years. What? You were afraid of your forgery being revealed and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance, so you watched everyone involved in the case for 7 years. I felt like you're being watched. Oh my god. And Drew felt the same way. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh, wait just a minute. Zack Armorai was seen by this reporter? How is that possible? Was he alive after being gone for 7 years? Finally. I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zack Armorai gone missing for 7 years. Chusi's father. What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him! Right. Leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Kristoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler. I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it? Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Tragic. The details don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveler was Zack Armorai. Oh, does Chusi know that? What is it, Apollo? Huh? Keep going. We'll talk about it later. Did she already know? I thought, yeah, I would have expected she would have broke down. Like, what? That was my dad? But, okay. Maybe Phoenix told her. Someone please explain this. Mr. Justice, can you explain this? It all started 7 years ago. The great magician Magnific Armorai's death started it. Magnific Armorai's death and his student Zack Armorai the suspect. Whoever defended Zack in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Kristoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence. Drew Misham? Actually, it was his daughter, Vera, who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin? Precautions? To keep people from talking, of course. These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you plan your poisoning of the forgers. That poison, applied to a commemorative stamp. But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off. His daughter! She saved him by taking the stamp. I see. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. That nail polish, of course. You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Misham was nervous, she had a bad habit. She had a tendency to bite her nails. Ah! That nail polish was her good luck charm. Oh yeah, ever since she was kidnapped, well, she never liked going outside, and with that good luck charm, she felt like she can go outside. Yeah, there you go. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is just intense right now. It was his insurance. Insurance? As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside? If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous, and a nail polish would do the rest. His time bomb sat there for 7 years. And then, they went off almost simultaneously. Oh boy. What a sick bastard Kristoph is. If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time. Mr. Gavin, how you heard a single thing we said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Clavier, surely you understand. We're back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and a poison that took Drew Misham's life. What about the restaurant? You killed Zachar Marai to keep him from talking. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again if you like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive. Okay, then why did you kill him? I plead my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Misham, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial has been finished for 6 months now. I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. It is defendant Vera Misham who is on trial here. No! But you were doing so good, Apollo! As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, this court of inquiry cannot find Vera Misham innocent. Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence. You still don't get it, do you? Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Vera Misham to bite her nails? What? It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you. What? Oh, don't get me started, jackass. Evidence is everything. There's nothing more. Oh, no. I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion. Your Honor! Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney. I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well. However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier? Unfortunately, yes, Kristoph, you're right. That is, you would have been right, until now. What? Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is a trial case for a new judicial system. Oh man, I totally forgot about that. That's right! I totally forgotten. The Jurist System! Jurists, you say? Oh, the current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law. Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of a joke? What could we possibly gain from doing this? Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth-breathers? Wow. Okay, and they're watching this right now, so I don't think any of them like him now. Common citizens have something called common sense. Common sense is not restricted by the law. Nonsense! There's only room for two in this court. Me and the law. Oh my god, he looks creepy as hell right now. Keep the riff-raff out, I say! Ooh, boy. They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. Oh, you're screwed. How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright? Oh, shoot. Okay. And... okay. So, everything was leading to this. Of course. Right. Yeah! Oh my god, he is freaking me the hell out now. Okay, that is something I do not want to see ever when I'm alone. I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court. Law. The law is everything. Law is absolute. You let ignorant swine soil your courts. Kristoph, it's over. Clavier! The law is absolute? You can't be serious. What? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions. The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge. Like a gem polished to gleam through trials and errors, is this fruit we receive and pass on and face in our time. It is always changing, growing, nurturing. It is our task as human beings. Except for you, Kristoph. You aren't changing. You've stopped. You're not needed anymore. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. Someday, I'll know what law is, and I'll fight to change it if I have to. I see no need to further prolong this trial. This began as a trial of Vera Misham, accused of murdering her father, the painter, Drew Misham. However, several other incidents were reviewed, and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision. Jurists of the court. For the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant Vera Misham? Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter. Okay. Now this is pretty much the final thing we can do here. Thing is, here we are in the juror's chamber, but we'll determine what's going to go on in the next part, because I believe the next episode will pretty much be the finale. Actually, I think I'm making it finale, so yeah. It's probably going to be a really long episode, but that's how I like my finales anyway. Makes it more dramatic, I guess. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for the finale of Let's Play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I'll see you guys later.